Logical volume manager or LVM. This is what we are going to basically speak about. Okay, before I basically define the terms and make it sound confusing, right? Let me basically speak about the actual aspect of how this stuff is going to work. So to your Linux machine, what we would do is we would take different disks. Okay. So let me basically write it as this is okay. 256 GB. Okay. Let me use two terms just to basically tell that there are two different kinds of disks, right? Okay, and right. So let me use this disk and let me call it as okay 512 GB IDE disk. Okay, so you have these two disks. Now what you would do is, right, from these two disks, okay, this is something which we have connected to our system. Okay, we will not directly mount it, but what we would do is we would try to create something which we call as okay, something which we would call as volume groups, right? So in this volume disk, what we would try to do is we would try to have volume disk is collection of all the disks which you have, right? And this, okay, and this I will call it as PV. By PV I mean physical volume. Is there any difficulty in this? Right? So from this physical volume, what I would try to do is from this volume groups, what I would try to create is I would try to create, okay. Let me not use this because let me create. From this volume group, okay, 1 minute. Let me make it at least look better. Right. So from this volume group, what I would try to do is I would try to create something called as logical volumes. Okay. So let me take okay. Okay. And basically this, let me call it as slash home. This, let me call it as slash var. And this, let me call it as slash project or slash tools, something like this. Right. Now, from this physical volume, what I would be doing is I would be trying to create basically a logical volumes, and these are mounted from /dev slash volume group 1. Okay, so let me give the names to it so that it would sound better. 11. Okay, so all of this I am calling it as volume group 1. Okay, so volume hyphen group hyphen 1. So this is mounted from, okay, this logical volume, whatever volumes which we are trying to create will be mounted from /dev slash volume hyphen group hyphen 1 slash lv hyphen 1. Okay, so from these two physical volumes I'll be creating three logical volumes: /dev slash volume group hyphen 1 slash lv hyphen 2. Okay, so over here this is lv hyphen 3. Remember yesterday we were mounting physical disk directly, right? So from this logical volume, from this physical volumes, what we create is we create logical volumes, right? So this logical volume might be basically of a size of, okay, 100 GB. This might be of a size of 250 GB, and this might be of a size of, okay, 100 GB. Am I clear on this? So what is it we are trying to do? We are trying to take physical volumes, and from physical volumes we are basically creating, all right, with physical disk we are creating something called as volume groups, and from that volume groups basically we are trying to, right, create logical volumes, right? And it is not necessary that all of your disks have to be equally mapped to or mounted like what we have done yesterday. So what is an advantage of this? Tomorrow, whenever you add a new disk, right, it might not basically impact anything, right? Because your new disk will be part of volume group. So you can increase your volume groups, right? So what you deal with is logical volumes, not physical volumes. Physical volumes are your disks. Logical volumes are basically what you create, right? So if you see over here, I have 256 GB and 512 GB over here. Totally, if you look at, I have approximately 768, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 768 GB of memory or storage. I should not call it as memory. Now I am basically taking that storage and then creating multiple logical volumes out of it. I can create much more also, right? If you see, I still have left 250, 350 GB, 450. I have approximately another 250 GB, more than 250 GB to play with. I can create one more logical volume, right? So I basically take all of the storage devices, add it to my volume group, and then I create logical volumes out of it. Am I clear on this? Okay, so I'm using terms called as physical volume, logical volume. Okay, am I clear, sir? Okay, now let me copy the path, store it over here, and okay, right. So the below illustration Okay, shows the relationships between disks, physical volumes, which are PVs, volume groups, which are generally written as VGs, and logical volumes in LVM. Okay, Linux 25. Sir, if anyone can acknowledge whether are you okay with this or not, it would be great, because no one has responded to that. Okay, good, good, right, fine. And now let us get started into this. What is this whole stuff of volume management and all of that stuff? So till yesterday, you might have seen me using the terms called as volume and partition. Yes or no? Right? I would have used interchangeably. Basically, they are not exactly the same, but I've been using them interchangeably, right? So now let us try to understand what this whole volume management is all about, right? So volume management basically, okay, is a approach dealing with disks and partitions. Okay, so now what is that? Instead of viewing your whole disk basically as one partition, we can basically take storage from different disks and try to create different partitions around it. For example, if you see in this image, if you look at disk, I had 256 GB disk and I had 512 GB disk. So I could have basically mounted, okay, I could have basically mounted only 512 GB on here and 256 GB on here if I followed yesterday's approach. Yes or no? Remember yesterday we were trying to take the disk, okay, create the file system in this disk and directly mount the disk onto a folder. Yes or no? Yeah. If that was the case, I would have mounted it on home or I would have mounted it on var, but I couldn't have mounted it on tools. I couldn't have mounted it on tools. Now what is it I'm trying to tell? Take disks, add them to the volume group. Now your volume group has 712, approximately 768 GB of storage. Now, from that 768 GB of storage, try to create different logical volumes, right? Logical volumes basically are something like you are breaking your storage into multiple partitions there and you are mounting that partitions onto this disks, onto this folders. So that, right, you can use two disks to store into multiple folders on your Linux system. Am I clear on this now? This is actually a better way of doing it. This is actually a better way of doing it, right? Okay, right, sir. Now, let us basically try to do this. Okay, so the new approach, okay, to deal with this partitions is called as Linux logical, sorry, volume manager. Okay, so that is what your LVM is, logical volume management, LVM. Okay, did I write it as manager over here? No, it is not a manager, it is management. Right. So what are the benefits which we get out of LVM? Okay, so let us look into it. So benefits of using LVMR. Okay, so One is it offers greater flexibility for disk partitioning. Okay. So second one is easier online resizing of volumes, right? So for example, if you have given 100 GB to it, home directory, and 100 GB is not enough, increasing the size of it is extremely simple, which was not the case earlier, because in the earlier case, you are directly trying to mount the disk. Okay, mount the disk. Whenever you try to mount the disk, if you want to increase the size of it, you have to increase the disk size. That means you have to replace the hardware. Here, there is no need for you to do that. Okay. So here we can use the concept of snapshots. Okay. So snapshot is nothing but a copy of your disk. Use of snapshots. Okay. So if you want to understand terms, okay, what are the important terms? The first term is physical volume, PV. Okay. So what does it represent? This represents physical disk. Okay. So in this, PV represents a physical disk, right? Right. Okay. Now next, volume group, VG. Okay. So VGs are used to house one or more physical volumes and logical volumes, okay, into single administrative unit. Okay. So the volume group is basically created out of physical volumes. Okay. And volume groups are nothing but collection of PVs. Okay. Volume groups are not mountable, right? They are more like your raw disks. They are more like raw disks. Okay. And then logical volume. This is a new concept, right? So LV. All right. So logical volumes are equivalent to disk partitions. Okay. So logical volume appears as standard block device. Okay. So what is a block device? A block device is a storage device in the case of Linux, right? And LV can be mounted. Okay. LV can be mounted onto, mounted onto directories. So in LVM, what is that we mount? Will we mount physical volume or a logical volume? Okay. So to your Linux system, logical volumes is where the data is getting stored. But where is the logical volume basically connected to? It is connected to the physical volume. So internally, all of your data is getting stored into the physical disk. But the whole idea is there is one administrative layer in between that, which will basically try to help you in creating this stuff. Okay. Right. Now, so I have to speak about one last term over here, which is called as extents. Okay. So there are two kinds of extents, right? Obviously, right? Physical extent and logical extents. Okay, right. Now what we try to do is physical volumes, PVs, can be divided into physical extents. Okay, and logical volumes can be divided into logical extent. So if you are basically dividing your volumes further, they are called as extents. They are called as extents. Okay, right. Now what we would do is, let us create a basically partition and all of that stuff, right? So let us try to use that stuff. Okay, fine. Now what I would do is, I'll not spoil any of my existing machines. Let me go and create one. Let me see. Let me see how many instances I have first. No, I have 4. Why did I create the 4th one? Okay, I might have created this in so action instance state terminate. Okay, I'm removing this machine. Okay, all right. And let me stop these 3 machines, because these 3 machines I'm using in my DevOps class and I don't want to spoil these machines. Okay, let me create a new machine. Okay, I'll be creating a Ubuntu instance. All right, let me call it as LVM, so that, okay, okay, all right. Now let us try to experiment some of the stuffs. Okay, so let me connect to this machine. All right, okay, fine. Now I'll be using some of the utilities, or I'll be using some of the disk or partition layout. Okay, so let me use my first stuff, right? So examining, okay, disk layout, right? So now if you look into this machine, okay, sudo ls blk, right? So are you saying we have xvda and there is something called as part? This part stands for partition. Okay, now let me try to do this. Sudo parted /dev /xvda, right? It tries to tell that, okay, you have the following stuff. Now here I'm using a very simple command called as print. So it tries to tell that, okay, the following are the kinds of stuffs which you would have on your machine. Okay, so the sector size is this. Okay, so it is 512 MB. And what is your partition table? And what are your disk flags? So in your disk flags, what is that? From 1094 KB to 8590 MB. All of this is shown as one partition, and that partition is something which you are calling it as XVDA1. Okay. So I'm not even started partitioning. I'm just looking into what is present on this machine. Okay. So now what is that? Run the parted or open the parted prompt and execute print statement. Okay. So it was 26. That is what I've done over here. Okay. Right. Now, once I've done this, okay, I'm basically able to see the partitions and all of that stuff. Okay. So in this, it is trying to tell that you have only one partition, and that partition is something which you are basically calling it as this. And now let me go over here and then enter quit. So if you quit, you will come out of the partition too. Okay. Now let us explore physical volumes. Okay. Let's explore physical volumes using PV display. Okay. So let me go over here and then execute sudo PV display. Okay. So do I have anything? Okay, because you're not using logical manager, you will not basically be able to see everything. Okay, so sudo hyphen I. Okay, and PV display. Sorry. Okay, so right now it is not showing because there is no volume groups and all of that stuff. Okay, so similarly, if you want to okay, physical volumes. Okay, can be explored using PV display, and volume groups can be explored using VG display. You would have some sense of similarity between the terms. So let me execute VG display. So I don't have volume groups also, right? That's the reason why you are not seeing it. Okay, right. Now, similarly, if you want to see logical volumes, then okay, and logical volumes using LV display. Okay, so now if I execute LV display commands, I'll be basically seeing this, right? So now this is basically what you have, when it comes to the stuffs, right? And now if you want, you can create file systems. You can create file systems. So what I would do is, let me go ahead and add 1 GB disk to it. Now I'll go to the volumes. Okay. All right, and let me create a volume of 1 GB size. Okay. Right. Let me refresh. Okay. Right. And for this also, let me call it as LVM so that I'll remember this. Now, I'll attach this volume to this machine. Okay. Right. So now, basically, what we can do is we can create whole physical volumes and logical volumes, and we can mount all of this stuff. Okay, using logical volume manager. Okay, let us see how this works. Okay. Now let me execute a command which is called as sudo lvm disk scan. So are we seeing disks over here? Okay. So it is trying to tell that you have one disk and then you have three partitions. So XVDA is basically partitioned into three stuffs. Okay. Now sudo lvm disk scan hyphen L. So it is trying to tell that this is what we have. This is what we have. Okay. Right, sir. Now there is a other command which you can execute which is called as sudo pv scan. Okay. It is trying to tell that you don't have any physical volumes. You don't have any physical volumes. Okay. So similarly, if you have physical volumes, obviously you would be able to basically see the other stuff. Okay. Right. Now displaying information is fine. Displaying information is fine. How can I basically create the components? How can I basically create the components? So let us look into that. Okay. Now sudo lvm disk scan. So what is our new disk? Do you agree that our new disk is XVDF? Okay. Let's experiment. Okay. So I'll be basically putting screenshots itself. Okay. So you look into the screenshots and then you would be able to make out what I'm trying to do over here. Okay. Right. So I've done LVM disk scan. Okay. Right. Now what I want to do is, okay, let me write it, scan disks. Now what you do is, let's create a physical volume. Okay, let's create a physical volume. Okay, so now for that I have to use a command which is called as pv create. Okay, so let me go over here and then let me say pv create. Okay, and then /dev /xvdf. Okay, right. So I can add multiple devices at one shot also, but that's okay. Right, good. Now from this physical volumes, what is that we need to create? We need to create volume groups. Okay, so now let's create volume groups using vg create. If you look, the commands will be very much similar. Okay, and if you want to know about those commands, I have already said that you can refer manual. So sudo, there is no need for sudo because we are already in root. Okay, let me use sudo, no man, vg create. Okay, what is your volume group's name? Okay, so volume group 1. Okay, and dev /xvdf. Okay, so in this you can add more disks also, but for me one disk is more than enough for this experimentation. Right, right. Now, oh sorry. Now Okay, so I have volume groups. Okay, so once I have a volume group, okay, what is it I need to do? I have to create logical volume, right? I have physical volumes and I have logical volumes, right? Now, basically, okay, if you want to add, more volumes, you can use VG extend command, okay, but that's okay. Let's create a logical volume. Now, let's create a logical volume using LV create. Okay, right. Now, what I would do is LV, sorry, LV create -L. Here you can give size. Okay, so let me write it as 512 M. I think is it in capitals? I'm not sure. Okay, okay. Let me call it as name of this is test, and what is my volume group's name? Volume hyphen group hyphen 1. Okay, so this is what I have created. Now, what I would do is for whatever is left, I'll try to create one more volume. That is, in this case, I'll be using small l, and I'm trying to tell that whatever is free. Okay, and name that volume as test2. Now, sudo lv display. Okay, so are you seeing two volumes, one with 512 MB, the other one with 508 MB? Yes or no? Yeah. So I think I have not even taken the screenshot of LV create, right? So let me take the screenshot of LV create first. Okay. Now after this, let us look at LV display. Okay. It is trying to tell that you will have two logical volumes. And if you want to increase the size of logical volumes, you can always use LG extend command. You can use LG extend command, right? 29, 30, and 31. Now, after this, the story is all yours. Okay, you have two volumes. Okay, you can grow the size of the volumes, you can create the file system there. Okay, and you can mount the file system. Okay, right? So now what I would do is, okay, sudo mkfs -t dev slash, okay, 1 minute, sudo mkfs -t ext4 /dev slash, okay, are you seeing volume group? Yeah, are you seeing the necessary stuffs over here? Okay, so dev slash mapper slash volume group test1. Yeah, now you go and mount it on to anywhere. So I'll basically use type xfs, okay, for volume group 1 test2. Okay, right? So Am I able to do it? Now you can basically mount this volumes wherever you want. Okay. So from one disk, I have created two logical volumes. From one disk, I have created two logical volumes. Okay. And now create file system in two logical volumes and mount it as per your needs. Right. So whenever you want to increase the size of this, add a disk, right? Extend physical volume, extend logical volume. You really need not worry about, okay, what are the disks that are connected at the back end? Yes or no, sir? Okay. Yesterday we were bound to one disk. The whole folder was bound to one disk. But now we don't have the dependency. We have very simple way. Okay. Add disks, add your physical volumes, right? Resize your file systems. You can do all of that stuff. Okay. Right. Am I clear on this? Okay. Right. So as a DevOps engineer or as a cloud engineer, will we be doing this stuff? Not regularly, but sometimes you might be expected to do this. Okay. Fine. I'll stop it at that, and we'll meet again tomorrow to continue this discussion. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe our channel and click on bell icon.